Today, we're going to be talking about long-distance relationships. I was thinking over the weekend about my wife's and my relationship when it first started and to where it is now. And one of the most fun things that we had happen to us actually was that we were in a long-distance relationship. And I say fun because within the first 3 months of our relationship, we really knew more about each other than most people do within the first couple of years of their relationship, because all we ever had was talking over the phone. So if you are in a long distance relationship right now, whether you're married or you are dating someone that you absolutely feel that you can't be without, I get you and I understand it. And here are some tips that my wife and I found along the way that helped us get through the process of being apart, but being madly in love. So, tip number 1, schedule dates to talk. Seems like a pretty simple thing, but it's an important thing. And it's different than texting or giving calls throughout the day, which is, kind of a short check-in. Schedule a date the same way that you would set up a date to go out with each other on a Friday or Saturday night for dinner and a movie or going to a concert or anything like that. Now I know some individuals don't like talking on the phone very long. Totally get it, I understand. But even if you schedule it and you talk for 20 minutes and you just kind of have that devoted time to one another where you know that you're gonna have this to look forward to, it's a great way to be able to connect with one another. My wife and I, what we found to work best besides using the phone is we would actually go on Skype so we could see each other. And now today with Android phones and iPhones, you can actually just download the Skype app to talk with one another and catch up. Number 2, my wife and I actually purchased a few different questions books that we used throughout the time that we were in a long distance relationship, simply to help conversations kind of continue to evolve and keep going when we didn't really have anything to talk about and the conversations were a little bit stale and a little bit boring. So what we found by using these questions books are that, number 1, there's a variety of different questions, whether it's specifically about who you are as a person or different things that you like or what if questions, different things like that. But we found them to be a great way to get to know each other a little bit better, and also a lot of times the conversations become pretty darn hilarious. The third tip that I have is read a book together. It might kind of sound a little bit strange, but my wife introduced this idea to me again when we were in the long distance relationship, and we found that this was a really, really good way to be doing something together. The first book that we ever read apart but together was called The 5 Love Languages by Dr. Gary Chapman, and it was a great way for us to read a chapter, discuss a chapter, learn a little bit about each other, and then the next time that we talked on the phone, we discussed the next chapter. And we found it to be a fun way to keep things moving along and progressing. The fourth thing is play a game online together. If any of you are gamers, whether it's Xbox or PlayStation, you can play all those things online. But also if you just wanted to use your computers, you can play chess, checkers, and there's a multitude of other online games that you guys can do together and participate in, which can be fun. The fifth thing is, it's a really, really old school approach to saying I love you, but it's writing letters to each other or sending a quick note in the mail. Once in a while, a totally spontaneous and cool thing to have happen to me when we were in that situation, when we were first dating, was I would receive a letter in the mail, and it'd be from my girlfriend, now my wife. And there's no better feeling knowing that somebody took the time to handwrite something to you, go to the post office and send you something in the mail to say I love you or that I'm thinking about you. So it's also a great way to earn some points. So guys, even though you might not like writing letters, if you do, that's awesome. If you don't, I'd still suggest doing it. And then last but not least is pray together. I think when my wife and I were in our relationship about 5 to 6 months, we started praying together before we would go to sleep at night. And so we'd call each other up and we'd just say, good night and I love you. And then we'd say a short prayer together. We really found that it was a really, really grounding experience, and it was a great piece in our relationship that helped kind of connect us and mold us. And so we would definitely recommend that as well. So I hope that these tips have been helpful. And again, please make sure to check for more video blogs that I'll be posting later this week. Thanks and have a great day.